What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? So, if you guys did not know, I had to review outside on this one, but my nigga, here we are. So, recently, I put out a challenge on Twitch, and I was paid to do this challenge in donations, but thanks to Twitch users Daddy DDDDDD7 and BD, my boy B Dubs. Thanks to the two of them, I think it took me about 23 or 24 hours, but for 23 or 24 hours non-stop, I watched all 8, including the spin-off film, all 8 of the Fast and Furious films. I've seen some of them before, but irregardless, on whatever date is showing on the screen, I watched all 8 films plus the spin-offs in preparation for Fast 9, because the concept of doing so just fucking tickled me. And, well, in fairness, I didn't watch. I was compensated. I was well compensated, so through Twitch. So there was that. There was no way in hell I was gonna watch these just willy-nilly. By the way, I watched all 8 films plus the spin-off for free. Okay, somebody was like, "Did you rent them? Did you buy them as you went? What are you, fucking nuts?" Anyway, so I'm 31 years old. I was in theaters when the first one came out. Shit, I watched the first one when the first one was on DVDs. So yeah, thanks to the donations and to a couple Monster Energy drinks, I was able to review all 8 films. So while I was watching the films, I actually wrote little mini tweet reviews for each film as I went, as the hours clicked by. So I'm going to be using Twitter as a helpful baseline for me to review all 8 of these films simultaneously, including the spinoff. And here we go. Alright. So, we're going to start with the first one. So, The Fast and the Furious, 2001. Cheesy moments aside, plus DVD robberies and floppy disks. Does anyone remember floppy disks? Do kids these days even know what the fuck that means? Also, Panasonic DVD robberies, to be specific. My God. But cheesy moments aside, including cheesy dialogue as well, my lord in heaven. But the soundtrack rocks, surprisingly. The main characters memorable. Some shots legit feel classic. Not masterful, but rare for street racing to be this awesome. A good film. Rating 7 out of 10. Yeah, surprisingly, this is a good film. Amazingly. I was actually shocked by this. But then again, while I was going through watching the film, I forgot how much I loved this film as a kid. And it's probably the direct reason why I even speed in the first place. Probably why I've had so many speeding tickets, as a matter of fact. Also, these 2 shots right here are fantastic. In particular, in this moment here where Vin Diesel, where he's like, winning is winning. That might actually be my favorite moment and said image from the film. Vin Diesel with his little cross being like, winning is winning. that is probably my favorite sequence. Oh, and first off, Michelle Rodriguez, she was a spicy mama back in the day. Goddamn, she was fine. Also, shout out to Paul Walker and his serious acting face, and his surfer dude hair and clothing and kind of whole personality, to be fair. Vin Diesel was great with just the whole Toretto family. They were so colorful, so memorable. Shout out to bitch ass Vince. This film, surprisingly, is a good time. It's practical effects driven. There's some CGI, but it's real minimal. I like when they're driving fast, that there's like this weird blurring effect with the cinematography. That's great. I'm not really like a a huge car person, so when it comes to the makes and model names of all this shit, my nigga, I don't know, but the cars look nice. I particularly like the glowiness underneath the cars. But yeah, no, this is surprisingly is a mad decent film. The stunt work, the action sequences, the chases, they could have been more iconic and masterful in their execution. But this is a damn fine film. It's a hell of a lot of film. Or it's a hell of a lot of fun. It really is a hell of a lot of film as well, but it's a hell of a lot of fun. This is a certified good cult classic. And by the way, the final race at the end of the film, come on. Even the crash is dope as fuck. Especially the start of the race where Vin Diesel's his car lifts up as they take off, and the fucking dope ass expression on his face. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Moving on. Okay. So, second film, Too Fast, Too Furious, 2003. This is where things get bad. Illogically removing the Toretto family, plus the annoying Jar Jar Binks, aka Roman Pierce, and lacking everything that made the first film a cult classic, I said, forget about it, cuh.
Drop it, hell. I want to hear about this, homie.
I said, forget about it, cuh.
Let me tell you something. I gave this film a 2 out of 10. This film is fucking awful. Pretty much every single thing about this film is pure shit. Okay? I don't know who thought to add Roman Pierce, but this was a massive fucking mistake. There's some other thing that Paul Walker said before the movie concluded, where he said something like, well, we got money now, cuz. He said some dumb shit. This scene right here.
Pockets ain't empty, cuz.
Absolutely fucking hilarious. Absolutely fucking hilarious. That movie is pure trash. Okay. And the third film, Tokyo Drift, 2006. I feel like a reporter in this bitch. Let me see here. So I think it's Sean Boswell, I believe, the character. Sean oozes charisma. Sights of Japan are electric, and the races / atmosphere are a vibe. Though not as memorable as the classic first film, it may be mediocre as a whole, but it beats the second film by miles. Quarter of a mile, if you could say. Also, Teriyaki Boys song? Yeah. Teriyaki Boys song is fucking lit. Okay, that song literally might be better than this entire film. I think I went on YouTube, saw that this song had 300 million hits. You understand me? 300 million. This song is a bop, and I will be speeding to it soon, despite prior speeding tickets. You understand me? But yeah, no, that song is fantastic. Shout out to Nella and her fucking blocky chin. Everything about this film is, there's cool things in it, but as a whole, it's just mediocre. I'm giving this one a 6 out of 10. Okay? So the fourth film was Fast and Furious. This was from 2009. So this film is equivalent to writing an absurd, you'll laugh from its over-the-topness inducing roller coaster ride. It's almost like a theme park. So, good film. No. It's not a good film. A good time? Question mark? Oh yeah. It's definitely a good time. Albeit a guilty pleasure, but it's a good time. Did the director snort Red Bull when he made this film? Someone please let me know, because the intensity of this goddamn thing is utterly ridiculous. The beginning of the film, there's a car crash where it's Vin Diesel, whatever, Dom, right? There's Dom, there's Letty, and there's this fiery fucking spiraling sideways like semi that's like coming at them, like a severed section of this vehicle is coming at them on some like Indiana Jones type of shit. Absolutely fucking insane. Absolutely fucking insane. This film was absolutely bonkers. I'm feeling a 6 out of 10 for the fourth film. Alright, so Fast 5, 2011. Brian and Dom driving with the safe and with the bank vault safe in the back. Madness. The beauty of Brazil. The Rock tackling two men at once. The Rock literally just tackles two men at once. What the fuck? Also, the whole sequence where they're driving through, I guess it's Dom and Brian, when they're driving through the city, they have the bank vault like swinging from side to side in the back. It's just pure fucking retarded. I think this is when physics finally started going out the goddamn window. But yeah, that bus flip at the start, I already mentioned that. The train sequence, what even? What even? What's going on there? What? This film is crazier and dumber than a bag of hammers, but another guilty pleasure, nonetheless. This one, I'm feeling a 6 out of 10. Alright, so Fast and Furious 6, 2013. So Letty's amnesia. You know what? I kind of like the amnesia that Letty had. I kind of like the amnesia. It's fucking stupid. It's fucking retarded. But there's kind of like a weird Jason Bourne angle there. That I kind of like. It does give Letty something more for her character to chew on. So, I mean, it's stupid as all fuck. But why not? And fuck me, I forgot which film she died in. I guess allegedly she died in the last film. Died.
Look at the water.
I think allegedly she died in this film or in the other film. I can't remember. But whenever she supposedly died, no. Okay, I knew from jump she wasn't dead, and that had nothing to do with the later films. Furthermore, I'm not sure which film it was. Maybe it was the last film. Maybe it was this film. But whichever film where Vin Diesel, when he gets shot in his back, and he just continues onwards, like Brian's like, yo, we need to take you to the hospital real quick, and Dom just continues on forth as if nothing happened. It's hysterical to me. This man just has a bullet in his back, like his back is literally leaking. This nigga's just continuing on as if nothing happened. Hysterical. Let me see here. But yeah, Letty's amnesia, Owen Shaw, spiraling cars with his go-kart, which was insane. The fact that his little Mario go-kart was like spiraling cars off into the distance as if they were like footballs or something like that. What was crazy? Let me see here. Dom catching Letty in midair made me black out laughing. Let me tell you something. When Dom catches Letty in midair, there should be a clip or there should be a picture on screen right now. When this moment happened, I literally lost my goddamn mind laughing. Okay? I feel like from this point on forwards in the franchise, all physics, all realism, you could just wave it goodbye. This moment is goddamn fucking hilarious. Okay? I think my balls fell through my asshole from laughing so hard at this. Absolutely hysterical. What in the stupid bullshit was that? Anyhow, the tank sequences. Everything involving the tank. What? The whole airplane sequence also was just, what even is happening? What is even happening? There's even a moment where a car bursts forwards through the front of the plane, hits the tarmac, the road, whatever, continues driving forth like no problem. Okay, we're officially in goddamn what was that one Coyote Roadrunner show? We're officially in that fucking territory at this stage. Let me see here. Everything else, everything else is forgettable. Next level, fucking dumb. What the actual fuck? Oh my god. Yeah, this one's gonna get a crispy 5 out of 10 for me. For the 6th film. So, at number 7, Furious 7 to be specific, from 2015. Dom drove off a mountain. You hear me? He literally backed off a mountain. Unbelievable. And first off, I wasn't even aware that was an option. But yes, Dom drove off a mountain. Oh yeah, Brian. So Brian surviving the bus falling off the mountain equals I almost died laughing. I don't know what the hell was going on. I don't know what the thought process was behind this sequence, which bizarrely seems inspired by Jurassic Park, The Lost World, by the way. Does anyone remember this moment right here from The Lost World? Am I the only one that thinks that this film ripped? Am I the only one that thinks that this movie ripped off this sequence from The Lost World? Is that just me? Let me know. But let me tell you something. This sequence with Brian surviving this bus falling situation, it might be more retarded than that weird Legolas moment from the Hobbit movies where he's running on those like falling pieces of debris. Whatever the fuck Peter Jackson was trying to do, but this moment is stupider than that Legolas moment. I should just call them Legos, but it's even stupider than that Legolas moment for me. This moment was also Tony Jaa with a pistol whip this nigga. Are you serious? Like, I love you, Paul Walker, but Paul Walker, Brian O'Connor, who gives a shit? Tony Jaa would have pistol whipped you in any goddamn reality. You understand me? Shout out to Onbach. But yeah, that moment with Brian in the bus is one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen in my entire life. Let's try this one more time. Ramsey being asked if she hit her head after falling off a mountain killed me, fam. Okay? Brian's like, hey, did you hit your head during all that? Fam? No. Dom flying his car at a helicopter made me cry laughing. I just don't understand. I laughed so hard, my brain broke at this sequence. You hear me? My brain broke. I haven't laughed that hard in ages, fam. In ages. I just... What even? This is when the entire franchise just it lost all credibility. It lost its it lost its mind. This is the craziest Fast and the Furious film to date. I haven't seen Fast 9 yet, but craziest Fast and Furious film to date. Minus Fast 9. Haven't seen it yet. This movie was so bad I had to make two goddamn tweets. Hobbs and Elena falling out of building onto a fucking car thanks to Jason Statham. What even? They're fucking making Jason Statham whip The Rock's ass somehow. And him and The Rock falling out of the side of that building as if like we're recreating the Rachel and Bruce moment from The Dark Knight. Just what? Huh? Just sent me into hysterics. Like, I am not a physics major, but just no all the way around. This was the most immaculate bullshit I've seen in years. I broke and literally cried laughing at the sheer stupidity of this film. Snort laughed. .exe stopped working. This film, I'm gonna give it a 2. I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10. This film is garbage. Okay, listen. Rest in peace, Paul Walker. Paul Walker seemed like a cool ass dude. It's very tragic that he died. That aside, this movie is pure garbage. Okay. Also, the CGI face Paul Walker is that's just one of the most fucked things I've ever seen. Granted, there are moments where it's not CGI Paul Walker face, but CGI Paul Walker face, that's just fucked. That's just fucked. My God, is this film terrible? My God. Again, Furious 7 is a 2 out of 10. It's garbage. Okay? Pure garbage. Let's see here. And then for the 8th film, The Fate of the Furious, 2017. It lacks the relentless, bonkers action / thrills of its predecessors in exchange for a quote-unquote mystery, pretty lackluster fucking mystery, but for a mystery / Captain America Civil War type of storytelling. It also rains cars. It's raining cars in this film, literally. And The Rock moves a torpedo with his hand. And it's also, this movie, it's weirdly slow. It's not as action packed as Furious 7 or like the 4th film or something like that, which is really fucking weird. I guess they took this slow approach to try to be more, I guess they were trying to be emotional or something. I guess they were trying to evoke emotion. I'm not sure what the fuck they were trying to do, but Dominic Toretto, the fact that he went so rogue just because of the notion that just because of the notion that his son might die is ridiculous to me. Ridiculous. Like on some that's just so stupid. That's just so stupid to me. Like, really? Like, Dom, he couldn't have just sent like a emergency text message to everyone to let them know what was going on? Like, really? He couldn't have done nothing equivalent to that? He couldn't have done some kind of hand gesture to let everyone know that, no, I haven't I'm not hailing Hydra. I'm just trying to save my son. He couldn't have done nothing like that? Jesus Christ. But yeah, the eighth film is a 3. It's a 3 out of 10 for me for the 8th film. Holy fuck, was this movie bad. I feel like this was maybe the most arduous to get through because of its pacing and its dead seriousness and lack of mounting action sequences and suspense. This movie was a chore to get through. A fucking chore. Oh my God. All of the sequences with that nuclear submarine. Yeah, that fucking nuclear submarine plowing towards the cast. What even? It just so fucking dumb. Could you imagine being a physicist watching this fucking film? It's probably a gay old time, in fairness. Also, there's this weird moment where Dom, he's in his car, and the gang surrounds him, and they shoot these Spider-Man web fucking harpoon strings at Dom's car. I don't even know what the fuck is happening. And they're trying to pull his car apart or some shit. I don't know, but that just put me into pure hysterics as well. Oh my God. Again, a 3 out of 10. Holy shit, that was the last one? that was the last film. There's also the spin-off film. I also saw the spin-off film, Hobbs and Shaw. I think that's what it's called. Some fucking shit. So, the original plan was just for me to watch and review all 8 films. The only reason why I watched the spin-off film is because while I was watching the 8 films, somebody was like, how much would it take for me to get you to watch the spin-off? And I was like, look, my nigga, if you fucking donate, this amount of money, I'll watch that spinoff as soon as we finish the 8th film, my nigga. And sure enough, a nigga indeed donated so that I can watch the spinoff. So I also watched the spinoff. I started all these movies at about 8. No. I started all these movies at about 9 a.m. And concluded the next day at about 10 a.m. something like that. The spin-off film Hobbs and Shaw, I don't know. I would probably, you know what? I'd probably give it like a 3. Oh my god. I'd probably give it like a 3 out of 10. It's I'd probably give it a 3 out of 10 just because Jason Statham and The Rock made me laugh. In particular, there's an insult that The Rock gives to Jason Statham, which he mentions like Harry Potter or something like that. So yeah, their banter between them, that making me laugh consistently throughout the film is probably the only thing that saved this film. Outside of the Jason Statham, The Rock banter that made me laugh, everything else is pure shit and garbage. Again, I'm feeling a 3 out of 10 for this. A 3 out of 10 for this spin-off film. The Rock being shirtless with his boys doing the haka dance and beating people with clubs. Idris Elba being like the Terminator / technological vampire was pure garbage. I think Idris Elba like lifted a car or someone threw a car at him. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't know. There was about a good 16 seconds during me watching this film where I started hallucinating while my eyes were awake. That's how fucking tired I was. So not a lot was retained of this stupid ass movie. But shout out to Vanessa Kirby shoving her crotch in The Rock's face. I guess we can give a shout out to that. But as you can tell, these children that I'm surrounded by have just concluded this review. So yeah, that's essentially my thoughts on all 8 films plus the spinoff. I'm not sure when I'm gonna be watching Fast 9, but I'm sure I'll be seeing it soon for your guys' amusement. But yeah, and this child had the nerve to look at me, with a dirty look. Child, listen, I will bitch slap you back to your mother's womb. Christ Almighty. But also, here's what I don't understand. Apparently, after the 3rd film, some of these sequels are prequels. Because I was like, how is Han alive, right? And apparently, some of the films, some of these sequels are prequels. Which, how the fuck does that even make sense? And then to make it even more confusing, Han is supposed to be back in F9. So it's like the question continues. How is Han back? I don't know. Why do so many people care for Han? I don't know. He's kind of cool with his slick little eating habits. Apparently derived from him being an ex-smoker or something like that. But what even? But yeah, this franchise. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. This franchise. I was surprised. At how much fun I had with this franchise. I really was. I was surprised at how much fun I had with this franchise. It's kind of equivalent. You remember that pixie dust candy? You remember that candy? This film franchise is equivalent to taking like a gallon of that candy and like emptying it into your mouth and then sprinting down the street. Kind of in a similar way that DiCaprio did when he snorted that crack, or I think he smoked crack in Wolf of Wall Street, but in a similar way of how DiCaprio, high on crack, running down the street, talking about tigers and bears. That's kind of what this film franchise is like. It's preposterous. It's atrocious. It's disgusting. And it actually made me sick a little bit. But it's kind of like being on a wooden roller coaster ride that makes you feel deathly ill afterwards, and you have the worst headaches imaginable afterwards. That's kind of what this film franchise is like. Apparently, there's going to be Fast 9, and I think the film franchise is going to conclude with Fast 10, despite the fact that there's going to be spin-offs upcoming. First off, unless someone just like pays me to, or unless someone pays me to, there's no way I'm watching any further spin-offs. I will watch and review Fast 9 and Fast 10 because, I mean, my nigga, I came this far. A nigga might as well conclude, you understand me? But yeah, this film franchise was something. It was something. I'm trying to see if there's anything else left to say about this goddamn film franchise. It is remarkable that this shit has gone. First off, the fact that the franchise continued after the second film is extraordinary to me. Fucking extraordinary. I don't know how that's even possible, but oh yeah, shout out to Suki or Suka, whatever her fucking character name was. That chick is sexy as fuck. Shout out to her. You know, a nigga loves Asians. That's probably what saved the franchise was Tokyo Drift. So that's probably what saved the franchise, because who doesn't fucking love Asians? But yeah. Wow, my nigga, that happened. Is there anything else I want to say about this film fucking franchise? Let me see. Is there anything else? No.